So is that Citroen relay ignition lock. How to take out is actually so simple. Just need to press this little button when you turn the key a little bit. Then you're able to press it when it's in there with a screwdriver and just pull out. So that's so simple. And then after to put back, need to push the button, and inside I need to turn a bit to that way position, probably not visible anyway. And then after the same way, just push it in, push it back, and then done. So that's so simple. But to take out that ignition lock cylinder, that I had a bit of trouble. I bought another one, a used one from eBay, and need to push in this pin, and then after that pin in the back need to turn to that position where is another groove, and there it should be possible to pull out the whole things, but it's not turning. Also my one is very worn out, so that's why I got another one, and that's also I've been not able to turn. So from this one I remove that things, just make it easier. I remove the spring and the whole things I've been able to slide out. I removed this front cap, but I think looks like don't need to remove anyway. And I removed this clip from the back. And what I done, I put it in a vise. So what I done, I put it in a vise and I try to force it. And I ended up to break it off. But I have another one, so I was thinking I need to take it apart. And then after I put it in a vise, I fired it flat. So I've been able to give it a force. With the file I made it flat, and yeah, with strong force, yeah, it twisted. And then after I've been able to twist to that position, that pin, back pushing, but I removed that, so was no need to push in. And yeah, and when it's in that position, it's so simple coming out. And yeah, just be careful, and if I take out the key, then need to be very, very careful, because those things can come out, fall out also. So just need to be careful. And then, so what I figured out, it have the grooves inside and have that aluminium. And I take out the keys. I don't know how visible when I take out the keys. I don't want to zoom in. Maybe like, anyway, as I take out the keys, that things is moving up and down. That aluminium things, also aluminium inside, by a spring force, sorry. I hope is visible. And that bar, let's say the square bar, is moving in that channel. It have two channels. One channel is for that position when the ignition is working, and the other channel is when it's twisted to take it out. And it's just not going between the two channels, because until the other way is worn out, but to turn left to take it out is not worn out, so it don't want to move. And what I figured out, if I do from this place here, if I have 6 mm and I drill in with a 5 mm drill bit, so I'm gonna do that one. So from this place 6 mm, and I'm gonna drill in And after I drill in, hopefully with a screwdriver I will be able to push in that bar and to turn the things to the other way. And let's try it. Okay, so I done actually just a 3mm, about 2.5, 3mm, I don't remember. I drilled in, and with the drill bit I just pushed in, and yeah, it's in that position what we need. And first time I didn't take it out yet. First time, yeah, it came out. Hey, I done it. So that's the solution. If anyone stuck with it, so 6mm, drill in just a tiny bit of, so even that's not going in actually, that screwdriver, so it's just like a 2.5mm probably. But can go until 5mm. So I drilled this one with 6mm, and yeah, that's too big. So looks like about 4 or 5mm can be okay, so a reasonable screwdriver could go in. But anyway, that 2.5mm was okay. And then I can now make the working this one with the other key, because of, yeah, the other one is broken. This is not broken. Need to clean it, of course, so I just gonna clean it with white spirit or with brake cleaner. So the problem is that bar is hanging out a little bit, and what I done with the other one, if I take out the key, yeah, okay, one is coming out. I checked it online how others done. Be careful, because it's a little spring here, do not lose, and also do not lose or do not mix this sort of things. So that little V groove, I just made it a bit bigger, and in that case is working fine. So first I gonna clean this one, and then after I will do this swap. Okay, so I remove the bits from the better one. Be careful, because that things can slide, and the spring also inside can fall out. So I just keep with that bar, which one is actually doing the locking work up way. So in that case that cannot fall out. So so I removed from that one because I cleaned completely that one. So this one I done before, I cleaned it, everything. So just let's do it in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first one fell out, second one fell out, 2 springs I take out, and that's actually the fourth, third, and 1, 2 little spring. Let's put it into the new one. So this one, everything is clean. So first second, I just speed it up a bit. So as I put in one side, I just hold it with the finger, twist it to the other way, and start to put in those. Okay, so I just added oil into that, and that little where I drilled in, I just fired a tiny bit to make it prettier, let's say, inside. Other way probably doesn't matter too much. And that last pin need to put in that, and then find the way, yeah, and then wow, working super easy. And that's now working, so I should be able to turn left. No, it's still not turning left, but it's a worn out one, so probably I need to, no, not turning left way, so probably I still need to push in a pin and then I will be able to turn it left way, as same as before. Need to put back this SR clip. Something not right, looks like. Maybe coming from the other way. Nose. Yes. Bit oiled. It's working super easy. And yeah, just need to make sure inside that bit is twisted where I need the flat position. Okay, stayed in there. And that pin what I can push in, if I turn the key a little bit, yep, it's now possible to push in that things. Just need a tiny little screwdriver and this just falls in. Yep, okay. Working very good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I tried to make a little to push in to try it, but it did not go in, so it's not working. So drill a hole on that things. So 6 mm. That cap actually don't need to remove. It can stay. And then need to be careful not to mix those things. Other way is numbered. So if you make a note about number, so A and B and A 1, 2, 3, whatever, if you make a note, then you can mix it, because after you will found by the number. So I filed a bit that V after I just cleaned on the sandpaper like that. Also after I washed it, and then now I can start to fit it back, put it back in my van. Hopefully we last now and is working with the original key. Yeah. Okay, excellent.